Lady, push and shove your way that way. There you go. You may have to do one of these too. Yeah, that's fine.
Team looks good. Practice been going well. The tempo's up. Offense, we installed a new offense. Tempo's been up. We're learning the new offense. The plays. Offensive line's done well. We got some guys that are returning. 2 guys returning up front. They're doing well. Jordan Robertson and Aaron Reeschick, they're teaching the guys around them. Wide receivers return most of our guys. They're doing a great job helping lead the offense. It's been very up-tempo, practice has. Defenses look good.
The thing I'm excited about is our defense. We've been really focusing on, most importantly, playing for the guy next to you. We're losing our middle linebacker, and so those will be big shoes to fill. We have our D-line coming back except for 2 key players. Our secondary is pretty much intact. We're losing Colton Miller. But we're returning a core. We're returning a group, friends, kids that play hard together. Tempo in practice it's been the highest tempo since I've been here at Baker since 2008. Every year since I've been here, the recruiting classes have been stronger, more competitive.
Talk about summer.
The attitude, the summer we had about 40 guys here this summer, the most that we've ever had. We've had guys here that were everyday workout guys in the summer. They came 5 days a week, every week, and busted their hump to get better as a football team, and I really think that's paid off for us carrying into the season.
Our older guys are starting to lock it in and get things tightened up. Our younger guys are starting to learn the system and kind of get into things. Right now we've been focusing on pushing the tempo, playing with an attitude, going all out. Especially with the defense, our series can be short. If we were to do our jobs, the series will be shorter. So we're working on, busting it every play, and I'm really excited about where things are going. Every year we get progressively better, and we start a little bit more ahead than we did the year before, and I think it's going to definitely pay off for us this year.
Well, I think the first thing we did was come in shape for the most part, so that's been pretty good. And they've been able to go practice. They've been practicing hard. We're doing a good job of picking up some of the new techniques. We've got new players in a few spots. A lot of older guys already rotating in. This is really helping out a ton. And overall, the attitude is great. We're flying to the football, and I think we're going to be a very fast team. The biggest thing I wanted to see out of them were new faces, new chemistry, and how they're going to relate to one another. And they're doing a fabulous job so far. So we've got a long way to go. We've got basically 2 weeks to get ready for a game at the start of the season, which is tough at any time. So. Our group's been committed basically throughout this entire year, so it hasn't been as hard as I anticipated it being. We've been able to move ahead pretty quickly, installing and stuff. So I'm excited. It's a good group of guys.
It's been a good camp. We've had lost count of practices, but I think we're on 16 or 17. Had a good scrimmage on Friday. Came out of it fairly healthy. We've lost a couple guys here and there, but they're getting their injuries intact coming into next week, game week. We feel like we're going to put a good product on the field. Our team, is a year older. We're still, got a lot of young guys, but they've got a lot of experience, and we feel like this camp has been good on both sides of the ball. We're breaking in a new kicker. It's going to be a freshman. We've had 2 guys battling real well. Nick Wilson out of Paola High School is doing a great job, and then Andrew Kimbrey out of Staley High School has had a nice camp. So we feel good about the kicking situation. Our snapper is back. He's a 4-year starter, Caleb Johnson. Garrett Chumley's our punter back. He's a great one. So we feel real solid there. All our returners are back in the special teams game, so we feel real good about that third of the ball game. On defense, we feel like our speed's good. Especially up front. Ryder Wirtz is back after a year off, but he was a 2-year starter, so he's going to step in for Matt Brock. Adam Steele was a second leading tackler in the conference, just a rock on that side of the ball, so we feel good about him. And then our Sam linebacker spot, Calvin Pierce, we had to replace. Emerson Clark and both Andrew Tolliver are doing a great job there, and they'll both play for us. In the secondary, Madison Morris has had a nice camp. We feel like we go 3 deep at corner, and then it's going to be a young guy playing at safety, Steven Sanders or Jordan Johnson, but both are very capable and both are very athletic. Offensively, you know, we got to replace the 3 senior linemen we lost, but we feel like there's 2 young bucks that came into camp ready to go. Justin McCandless out of Free State is ready to roll. He did break his hand, but we put a cast on it, and we feel like he can start for us at guard and possibly back up at tackle. And then Sheldon Jacks is a guy we were going to count on as a true freshman. He's gone through some growing pains in camp, but there are flashes that he can handle the guard position for us. I don't think he'll start on Saturday, but he should get some playing time. And then we've got, you know, Aaron Reshik and Jordan Robertson are our 2 guys that are coming back, both 2-year starters for us. And then we've got some young ones in Clayton Hill and Patrick Murch, a senior offensive guard that should give us some good playing time. And then Ian Autry's going to hold the fort down at left tackle with McCandless backing him up. So we feel like we got about 7 to 8 guys up front that can do a good job for us. And then in the backfield, you know, we've got Scotty Meyer and John Babb back at tailback, and Kyle Rooks coming off a redshirt year. So as far as how they've looked in camp, I thought offensively on probably practice 4, we were ready to play, you know, and then we took a step or 2 back, learning some new plays, and now we're back to where we feel like we're executing at a high level and are ready to play on the 27th. You know, I think the big key now is getting our legs back underneath us, make sure we're practicing well, and then gear it up for Saturday night.